Mm-hmm. Just saying up. Okay. Oh, nope, don't want that. That's better. Okay. You want to grab phone cord? Okay. We all good now? Think we are? Gotta launch trails now. Let me see if everything else is working. No. I said one of these to the wheel, so I will do that. Is that this one? Need to make sure that's up. Yes. Okay, that's up on there. Make sure Discord's open. Yep. Okay. Continue. Well, I need to hit that as well. Oh man, that cake earlier was absolutely. Why did I hear? No, I'll download the video later. It was absolutely delectable. It makes me wish I paid the original shop a visit with Nadia. One for training the Imperial Capital 2 years back. Oh yeah, Reverie would have been 2 years ago. I don't even know where to start with that sentence, but what you ate the whole thing already? Look, specialty cakes like that or something. Master Pastures poured her entire soul and she doesn't care. So they call these Melly Fuzzik the creamiest, crispiest. It's to die for. Listen, you. There, Van. Wow, Lapis. You sure have a big appetite. So. Thanks for reminding me I have that open. I don't have that open. You dumb bot on Kick. ban. No. And if there was a report button, I would report you. But whatever. Can I report text? No. I don't think I can. No. No. I do this. Nah. Okay. Whatever. Let's make sure Cheddar D is running right. That. Refresh it. Yep, I think we're good. Okay, hold on. Let me read that. I remember you staring holes into the food at Montmartre back when you were a fairy. Seconds away from drooling even. The sorry sight had you made dead set on feeding you. Even in her previous body, she is an unfathomable glutton. But this new stage of development likely allows her to consume more than ever before. Bad news for 29 savings though. All but certain Rook's got a nest egg hidden away. Oh, you snagged yourself some sriracha too. That place came from gained what? The place it came from gained a high-end rep over the long history. Must be a rare treat, even for an Erebonian. Actually, a close relative of mine has a fondness for it, so I do get some from her on occasion. She's been holding off nowadays, though, out of consideration for her weight. Her latest fixation is pretzels, per the recommendation of our cross-spelling acquaintance. Oh, now you get my attention. Pretzels are made from a totally different type of dough, I hear. Fill me in. What are those exactly? Yeah, Fairy would not know what those are. Pretzel is a dense, chewy bread made with twisting dough, then baking it. From sweet and savory salty honey to crispy bacon wrapped, even every kind is worth a try. Reconnect that. Somehow my phone disconnected there. Oh, that does sound tasty, and a good fit for field rations too. Yeah, one theory even says that they were first made in monstrosities as a shelf staple food during the Dark Ages. They've all eaten so much, and yet their dessert discussions are no less lively for it. I'm sure it'd be even livelier with Milliam and Juna here. Ah, your sister and the new SSS member. Well, she would be new by now. Should be there for at least like 4 years, probably. It's an honor to meet you once again, young Divine Blade. Neither the Emperor's campaign nor the subsequent crisis in Crossbell would have reached a resolution were it for not for you. Oh no, I couldn't have done it without the help of all my friends and allies. Brigard and Marduk had a hand in things too, I'm told. Indeed, Marduk's cooperation was more closely arranged with Operation Millie Mirage. We called upon the various Jaeger Corps across Armenia and facilitated their contract with the Winsland Army. I hadn't realized if anyone could have pulled that off at your company. As for myself, being unable to act in official capacity, a modest bit of assistance of the Radiant Rings was the best I could provide. This hardly compensates for that, but allow me to express how proud I am of what Gaius was able to accomplish with all of you. It just doesn't get more dependable than him, even compared to the rest of Class 7. He was so sure he had passed away all the way up until late last December, was it? Yes, our first reunion in 3 years. I'd expected some measure of anger, but instead he simply embraced me without so much as a word. A finer disciple than I deserved, that one. That sounds like him, alright. I made Father Gaius acquaintance. The other one as a result of Murdoch's technological partnership with the church. He's an exceptional youth, as they claim, and diligent in his self-betterment as any mighty domain, you know. Right, I forget he's a domain, you know, sometimes, though. He's retired, technically. Bergarda. He's a retired Dominion, so he doesn't work for the church. Barely, if at all. So, yeah. Let's see here. Pulling up something. Then do a check. Yep, that works. Okay. I'm just going to click on the message. Okay. Let me do, what's the best way to do this? Messing around with it. No. Here, mod view. Well, and that'll do it. Then I click on the message. No. Okay. If you're like, oh, maybe I can leave my message, but I can't. Oh, the test that. Okay. Overlay. Hold that up. Settings. Yeah, fades after 2 minutes. Okay. Above all, is his ability to become one with the wind. With that, my sister could follow his example. Wait, are you saying? Oh yes, I've heard tale of this from their elder. Oh no, the bar's still there. I'm gonna need to fix that. Output. CQB. Apply. So supposedly the people of the Northern Highlands share a common ancestor with the Kruger. Yes, though not at all a recent one, our connection is best described as a distant kinsman. Around 1,000 years ago, during the chaos after the Great Collapse, the Nord tribe migrated from the Central East to the northwestern Sardinia. The Kruger, on the other hand, remained in the Central East, with each tribe vowing to act as protectors of their respective regions. I never knew. Such is also written in the Testaments, making it more of a fact than mere folklore. Sorry, I need to drink some water. Is it due in past to my curiosity, or that very verse that was compelled to travel to Nord, and you end up finding our disciple there. Called that fated work. From what I heard, the Nord tribe taps into the breath of the winds and the Kruger flames. Apparently, those winds did their part in helping the Empire's curse blow over. So, what exactly are the flames meant to play? Well, you've grown, Van. Pressing such an incisive point at this of all moments. Truly have you done credit to your reputation as a dropout disciple. To put in Mother Cecilia's I cannot speak today. Put in Mother Cecilia's and Father Leon's terms. Well, excuse me for not being a valedictorian. And for the record, compared to Gaius, those two are practically still thumbsticking little rugrats themselves. No, be at ease. Consider this a friendly student rivalry of sorts. How Leon just dices me like a stab to the jugular. Regardless, I've already had this is myself from the Kruger tribe's charge. It will have to be fair to who gives the answer you seek, or rather, who uncovers it alongside you all. Forget it. Dancing around the topic's nothing new for you. My apologies, but this is genuinely the best I am able to answer. Although, there is more I can divulge. Were you to become her groom, and thus a brother of the Kruger. Whoa. Warn a guy before you start busting out the crazy hypotheticals, especially considering, I don't know, he's 25, she is 14. No! That is wrong. Even by Japanese standards, I'd say that should be allowed. What's the man version of a cougar? That's what that'd be. What's the male version of a cougar? That's what that'd be at that point. Come on, you dumb Peter. And since when have you ever smiled like that? If looks could kill, it'd be a capital murderer. An overactive imagination on your part. Looks like expectations weigh heavy on him. in every direction at that. So, much like yourself in the recent past, do try to foster a cordial relationship if you could, huh? Do I have my walkthrough pulled up? I do not. I should pull that up. Like, pull that up over here. Trails, Beyond the Horizon, walkthrough. Because there is a good amount of choices here that I do care about. Oh, the demo's actually pretty short, it looks like. It's only 3 hours at the best, if you speed through it. According to that guy. According to that. Hold up. Wait, is that a part thing, or is that song? Yeah, okay, that is a part thing. Never mind. That was 3 weeks ago, so it's probably longer than that. I should look at that for example on how long this is. So, whatever. Okay, I did my walkthrough already. Of course, I was already hoping to. Yeah, I was gonna say, last time it was like, I think the last time the walkthrough was at least like 10 hours? Question mark? If you went through the whole thing and did every... Well, no, it was like... I actually never finished the first demo. I just stopped with like other chapters. It was like, this is running a little bit too long. Am I looking for a demo? But I know it stops at midway through chapter 2. Well, like right near, I would say the halfway point. Okay, anyway. Red making the rounds again? Hustle never stops. Stops for you, does it? I can't learn much about driving business from a self-employed man such as yourself. This ain't about talking shop. Your little trio just had so much combined fishiness that I could practically see the stink lines. Should sounds rich coming from me, I know, but on some level, I'm the most stand-up guy here. He's kind of right, I would say. Dealing with the underground, the slash darker side of the law does not help with that, but he's kind of right. That's the one thing that differentiates the Spriggan from the cops. They are willing to get even deep, dark, and dirty in the dark places, whereas the cops would not touch that place unless, like, they do stretch the law. No, or they were told to. So yeah. Let me pull up the wiki. So that the character wiki. Just so that I have that as well. Wiki. Am I gonna use this much? Probably not. I just like to have it up just to remind myself which characters which, in case we have appearing characters that I have not seen in a long time. Might have got you. Might have to give you that one. The both of us do share a dark history, as well as association with the certain letter of the alphabet. I also seem to recall applying to the Azure Chevalier during my tenure as the Alliance's chief, as the Noble Alliance's chief of staff in the Civil War. Oh yeah, that did happen. Maybe put in a way that doesn't make it sound like a bad situationship though. It's true that there's no particularly amity between us. Even so, fate tied us together, however loosely. Where, with your freelancing practice underway, I'm sure the time will come when I have need to hire you. Use and abuse me more like. So what are you mixed in with these two for? Hashing out that contractor work Maribel brought up? It is as you summarized, yes. There are some minor points to discuss now that they, like you, are external testers for Marduk's total security company. Well, in my case, I can't really expect a lot of backing, you know? So I'm getting some from them in exchange for a trial, running a new, well, let's call it a vehicle. You know, the situation with Lapis, so well enough that I have no need to explain my name further. Though, it bears mentioning that is largely due to the goodwill of Meister Jorg after his transfer to Marduk. Whew. Again with the casual secret spilling, not that Renee has already filled me in on that. So. As for this trial run, I think I'm catching on. Guessing it has to do with where you're heading after us. My lips are sealed. Anyway, Marduk has made external testers of us all. Now, let's say we capitalize on this opportunity to deepen our bonds of Caterham. Pass! Oh, so delightfully in sync. I'll be expecting great things from you all. Okay, we got one more group over here. I should do a little bit of a test by doing this.
Would you care for a serving?
Does the bar appear? No. Okay, so I fixed that. I see. So, you're... What? Galactic is both originate from the dialects both originate from the northeastern region of Central Cimmeria. Seems so. That's the place my grandpappy was born and raised, after all. And you mentioned being from Emeralds, right, Kevin? Yep, one of the middlemost of the free cities, right to the south of Artidia. Wasn't a lot of people who sounds like I do, though. You find more up in the boonies up north nowadays. Funny, I once had a librarian merchant for a client. She mentioned having roots in the free cities, too. Thinking I knew just the gal you're talking about. You sure do cast a wide network, though, Arkwright. Even got all chummy with two of my colleagues through Master Bearguard, right? And now, you've got a whole nother slew of names to add to the list. Yep, Celeste and Leon. Yeah, well, chummy is a strong word in those cases. But yeah, between the Thor's crew and Ironblood #1, it's been a lot of first meetings. Even you, I haven't seen in a while. For someone content to stay cooped in his narrow little slice of Eve, though, this sort of thing's way out of my comfort zone. Hooey, you have friends in high places, from the guild to the CID, and your inside tracks under the table go deeper than just Hayway. To say nothing of his connection at Marduk. His connections at Marduk, all of it can be attributed to his personal magnetism, I'm sure. Can you lay off the overselling before it puts me smack dab in the middle of Elysium? and Icarus crosshairs. Though throw some Mulburian rolls on Erebonian witches and on top of that, and they'll really have a meltdown. Fair enough, man. Alright, I'll keep your shirt on. Yeah, I'd rib about you jinxing it for yourself, but you genuinely sound worn slap out of over yourself. Unsurprising. Infrasalge is a core attendant of Mr. Archrysal, as it were. Well, not to sound like Mr. Bearguard, but if it means forging more ties, that's something to be valued. Friendly advice, though. You might want to rein back on cozying up to that den of snakes. Ouroboros, I'm assuming? Is what you're talking about? Sorry to come down so hard. It's not like I have my fair share of context there, too. No? But even if I'd take him over to Columur, some of the heretics they got are nothing to laugh at. Okay, yeah, he was talking about Ouroboros. That includes a handful you're all too familiar with, like your good old pal, the Oathbreaker. Yep, it's Ouroboros. Familiar and pal are also strong words there, but I get what you're trying to say. Ain't something you gotta hammer in with me, though. I'd only ever judge people for the people they are. Still, I'll watch my step. Wouldn't want to get into hot water with your old self now, would I? Bring up the heretic hunter business, are we? Basically. I've washed my hands of that. Just try to keep off Isgard's radar, alright? Ooh boy, underneath the goofball exterior, he's still top-class girls there through and through. Yeah, no kidding. What is your death count, dude? A lot? And according to Marduk's data, he went to be a more grisly title until 6 years ago. Yes, he did. The past is the past. What matters is how one lives in the present. What is his new title? What is his new title, actually? Let's pull up his character sheet from the wiki. Where is Kevin? No, go to K. Kevin. Where are you? There he is, Kevin Graham. Where's the title? Thousand Hand Guardian. That's what it is. Though perhaps that rings a bit odd coming from me of all people. Rosette? Hear about what's gone into you all of a sudden. Oh, hush up and take the hug. I swear, you really are such a... Mirabelle, please, we're in public. Aw? Don't mind the rubberneckers. Giving you a big old squeeze is my only order of business right now. I forgot to use the Southern accent there for a second. Oh, whatever. This is a misunderstanding. Yeah, I forgot Maribel is very much a lesbian sometimes. So. Alright, that's probably about all I can poke and proud around about. Looks like the cogs are turning more places than I imagined. Well, whatever. Time to break this off and kick back with a good cup of joe. Selecting take a coffee break from the travel menu will cause the main story to advance. There is one more thing I was told that appears right before that.
Please relax and make yourself at home.
I can find it. So,
Would you care for a serving? It'd be my pleasure.
I was told there's a white thing up here, so by my guide. Oh, am I wrong? No. Let me look at the walkthrough. Back a page. Any characters that have new dialogue will have a blue talk over their head. Map icon is yellow. Gray talk if they have nothing new to say. Map icon is white. Okay, no, that's just tutorial stuff. Yeah, just talking about this. Yep, it's talking about that. Okay. Never mind. I do not really care. I'm not one of all the people in these games, so even though that is a nice feature trails, but I do not like doing that.
I'm glad to see everyone enjoying themselves so thoroughly. If I could have all your attention for a moment, I'd like to say a few words.
Was it
First,
Thorn?
I would like to
Thorndyke?
once more offer my sincere gratitude to everyone for their cooperation in our trial. Though we had some concerns due to the tight schedule the products were made under, the data from the test results surpassed our expectations.
Oh, that's good, huh?
Over the next few days, we will work to fix any and all issues that were discovered and have an update as soon as possible.
Sounds good to me.
To both our external testers and to our guests, I'd like to extend my heartfelt hope that we continue our mutually beneficial relations.
I'm really not sure what to think about all this.
Same, Marino.
He reminds me a little too much of the head of the Black Workshop. Still holding out hope this place isn't nearly as bad, though.
It's not. And that testing facility is a piece of shit.
Can't help but feel it has just as many secrets.
It's at least not doing human experimentation for what I know.
Yikes.
If I remember
That was
right.
Definitely the right guy to send here. Poor Gaius just ain't cut out for this shady stuff, and Celeste probably would have ended up leveling the building somehow.
Yeah.
Knowing her, you're probably right. But
No
then
kidding.
Are you really so different?
I'm certainly very thankful for this new body. But we owe a fair bit because of it now, don't we?
Indeed. It wasn't simply a gift from the Meister. It was also a bit of a clever trap for us by the general manager, or perhaps even the C-suite.
As
There.
I'm sure you're all aware, our company is in full cooperation with the Republic's bold new initiative. However,
Oh,
due
yeah.
to a majority of our internal resources being allocated there are certain tasks we've been unable to deal with. As such, some of you may find yourself contacted with a proposition in the days to come. Of course, we've no intention of forcing any of you. If you happen to be interested, however, we'd gladly welcome your continued cooperation.
She okay?
I remember hearing that Altina works with the Empire's branch of the Epstein Foundation.
That's right.
Ah.
Is it perhaps? I can't really say much about it. Just think of it as another one of our general manager's sneaky little tricks.
Of course.
But that's enough business talk for the evening. For now, we've prepared hotel rooms for all of you. Your
Okay.
accommodations are at a high-end hotel in the center of Levance. I invite you to rest there and recover from your exertion. Oh, pardon me. My apologies for the interruption. However, I've just received some news I suspect all of you will be interested in as well. A
Oh?
live broadcast from Calvert has begun airing. I'll take the opportunity to put it up on a monitor.
Oh, great.
Now, as per the sudden announcement from the presidential office, the launch of the second orbital rocket is about to take place.
Okay, no,
As
it's the
outlined
rock
in the
going
initial
off again.
plan, this will be a trial run to confirm pilot safety for the manned flight planned in the third launch.
Wait, what?
Wasn't the launch scheduled for 2 weeks from now?
What?
It would appear the schedule was bumped up.
Yeah, no kidding.
It
2
seems
weeks
preparations are complete
to
and they're
right
ready
now?
to begin the
Jeez, that's
countdown.
insane bump up. 1 week is, I would say, is
We've been
maybe
granted
normal for
access to
something
the
like
on-site
that.
3D camera. Ms. Alton, please switch the feed over to the AR system.
Oh, come on! You can't just dump that on me out of nowhere. At least we're gonna have the best seats in the house.
Ah, oh jeez.
This the same AR tech from the trial?
Yep. Except for, like, moving shit. Oh jeez, like we're really there.
Beginning countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Nice in-engine transition.
4, 3, 2,
2, 1.
1. Liftoff.
I love the little touch of the shards to like show that shard powered up. It's a nice little touch. My output's still an issue. I don't want to knock it up any more though. I'll do a little bit more. Do 2. $50.
We're back.
That's as far as the AR was able to follow from the 3D camera feed. The rest, we'll just have to watch from the camera on the satellite.
Okay.
A place that even Elysium was unable to reach.
Yeah.
Yep. The Guardians though that they piloted though.
A humanoid
Still there.
planet, huh?
Which means the actual thing they want to send up there must be...
One of the Republic's assault frames. But wouldn't its balance be a problem?
You would
This
think.
is the comms and observation satellite, Prometheus 4. Connection with the simulated manned flight frame, EXD completed. Cockpit temperature, 68 degrees. Airtight shield, functional.
I have a feeling they're gonna
Oxygen
find some way to
ratio,
make it work
no.
though.
Return mission will begin after designated 24-hour observational period.
I hereby declare Part 1 of Project Star Taker's second phase complete. Provided the EXD unit's return is successful, we'll proceed immediately to Phase 3.
Okay.
Today's launch was moved forward without notice. However, we plan to have the Presidential Office issue an announcement prior to the next one. I expect we won't keep you waiting for long. And as always, we ask for your continued support for this project.
This has been live coverage from the command center at Zeku Space Base. We'll have more details on the project schedule once the test dummy's return mission is complete.
Okay. I'm assuming they're testing like gravity resistance right now. Oh shit.
Shall we hurry back to the Republic?
Yeah. Looks like things
Sounds
are
good to
really
me,
gonna
yeah.
start speeding up from here on.
I've completed my interim reports, so I'm free to return to my transfer assignment.
That's great. Let's all go back together then. Kasim, Mirabelle, Mr. Thorndyke, thank you for all your help.
Back to the base, where everyone else is waiting.
After seeing that test dummy, there's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah. It's probably the real reason behind our unofficial invite to the Republic.
Along along with your partners, right?
Yeah.
Right. My machine was brought from the Imperial Airport, disguised as civilian airship cargo.
Excuse me?
You brought yours in from the Free Cities, is that right?
Yeah, I just finished setting up a cozy little spot for myself there. Thanks to all this, I owe the local authorities a huge favor. The Republic really went out of its way to take care of all the costs and negotiations involved in this.
That begs the question, why are they so eager to have you in Basel? And I must say it worries me that Rufus is also active again now of all time.
They brought over their freaking Gundam. So
suspicious plays
why
like they
were
did
they
2 years
requested
ago.
to bring those?
Worrying about that guy's motives is a waste of time. He seems to be on the same page as that manager guy for now anyway.
I know the freaking gods that were in them are...
Oh, but that reminds me.
I mean,
What was
gods or
all that
whatever that were in them are dead now. Are parts of the...
I'm
the
guessing
Cold Steel
something's happened with the Epstein
God.
Foundation?
Whatever you want to
In fact,
classify
I
those
just
things
received word from
as
Chief Plato that-
spirits that were in them.
There you all are. Hey everyone, over here!
I don't know what to classify them as, though. Forget what they were called fully. Here, hold up. What?
Time is nigh.
Hold
The 8 leaves must
Steel.
come together as one and cut a path to the
Voices,
land where the heavens turn.
In
It is after your fateful clash with the Black God
mechs
that you will find your true
called.
blade.
Not what I meant. Yeah, the
I
night.
can't
So
stop thinking about how strange that space program is.
the night. So Divine Knights. Yes, the 7 Divine Knights. Yeah, the spirits that were in the 7
Not
Divine
only
Knights.
that,
That's what.
but the fact they were so easily able to reach somewhere even Elysium couldn't is shocking.
Yeah, no kidding. No.
What are we going to do, Rufus?
Given the way things are at the moment, I don't intend to make any big moves. Besides, we still need to get your new body sorted out. For now,
Fair.
we'll meet up with Swin and Nadia as planned. We can treat it as a little vacation.
Okay. I wonder what Nadia and Swin will think of my new body.
Don't know what your previous one looked like, but I can say for certain that this one is just jam-packed full of cute. That Rosenberg guy doesn't mess around. And of course, it helps that you're such a charming little lady on your own, too.
Why, I'm glad you agree. You know, your name isn't too bad either. 70 points? No, definitely a 69 on the cuteness index.
Hey, now, ain't that kind of stingy? And what did my poor name do to lose that extra point?
Yeah.
The fact that she acts without regard for others' feelings is simply part of her charm. And just for reference, my name scored an 85.
Just had to rub it in, didn't you? Man, I'm catching it from all sides today.
Yeah. I forget
real,
she
though.
writes people's names. That's the weirdest thing Lapis does.
Even if I'm only going to the Levance airport, I really wanted to avoid all the bells and whistles of a Marduk send-off.
Like, you
It's
can't
my
just
pleasure.
rate the person, you have to
However,
rate the name
given
itself.
Who you are, I imagine you could have flown anywhere you wanted without help. Fifth
True.
Wing, the Thousand-Hand Guardian.
Yep.
Or perhaps you've changed your title again. I suspect what you were looking for wasn't just a ride, but a chance to discuss something with us away from prying ears.
Huh?
You got me. Figures that I couldn't pull one over on the top dog of the Ironbloods, the villain who plotted against the world. I couldn't
Yeah.
talk about this earlier since Arkwright's master was there. But now, it's time for us bad guys to make some moves. You see, I've got a job to do. I'd like to hire you to help out. What do you say?
Oh. Kevin and him working together is an interesting choice. Kevin and Rufus is an interesting
Perhaps
combo.
I stirred the pot a bit too much. All of their selection as test members was entirely up to the risk management AI, but... I suppose it's true that we were able to resolve a number of outstanding issues thanks to them.
Oh? Tell me more.
You can be a real slimeball when you want to be.
No kidding.
You could have at least told Reset the truth, you know?
Yeah, but he's worried she'll leak the van, isn't? That's what it is, probably. If I had to assume.
First, the President's office pushed Phase 2 up without any advance notice.
Yeah, that's gonna piss
Now, taking
you
into
guys
account the
off.
schedule for Phase 3 they just sent us, we're only barely going to make it in time.
Oh? Interesting, huh? Sorry, I was readjusting some sources.
Ugh, what is that good-looking, good-for-nothing president even thinking? I don't care what kind of shifty stuff is going on behind the scenes. Ain't he rushing just a bit too much?
Even so,
Yeah, no kidding.
if we were to push back at all, everything we've worked for may just go up in smoke.
Yeah.
We can leave the issue of the Garten entirely to the Foundation. So I want everyone to devote their full focus to the... We simply must bring forth all the resources we can muster, all for the Republic's dear Project Startaker. Or perhaps I should call it the President's plan to drive a blade into the heavens.
Give me a drill. Sorry. I had to make... Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Hello, Capanella. I'm assuming that's you? Oh, it's definitely you. Yep, it is you, you little green-haired
Stupendous.
bitch.
Things are getting even more fun than I'd hoped.
Campanella? Just what is the meaning of this? I got your message. I
Oh.
thought we agreed that you'd be helping with this, so why are you pulling out at the last second?
Sorry, my bad. I just got really busy here all of a sudden.
Uh-huh,
Everything on the
fool,
surface has gotten
sure.
so complicated. I don't have any time left to be helping out behind the scenes.
Oh, shut up,
It's
dude.
far too late to back out now. Besides, isn't Harwood freed up? I'm well aware that someone needs to act as an observer, but just leave it to him and easily.
Well, that'll be tough. Seeing as the old man left on a business trip yesterday,
Oof.
he asked me to just keep things moving along.
What?
Oh, the Oathbreaker?
Yep. He said it was part of the third plan and approved by you-know-who. And
is
thanks to
Captain
that,
O's
I'm
voice
utterly
actor?
swamped with work. The best I can do is help you out here and there in my spare time.
That voice sounds
I don't need your
familiar.
help. Damn you, Harwood. I cooperate with you on every possible occasion, and this is what I get in
Captain Noah.
return? Fine. Since it comes to this, I'll simply have to go to the enforcers who are available, even if they're still wet behind the ears.
Zach Alder? No, wait, that's the Japanese one, I think.
The new enforcers? I don't think our two newest members are really in a state to help at the moment. Might be kinda tough for most of the others, too. But these two might just have a bit of time.
7?
See, sorry, Campy. Have to pause the stream real quick, you know?
One of them I recognize.
Greetings.
I do not know who that
Here,
is.
you're in the middle of your observation duties.
7 I
take it
recognize.
You're
So
looking for assistance?
who's Captain Owl's voice actor?
Perceptive as usual. I like it. That said, I'm not
Oh, this
the
is
one
Zach
who needed help
Auger.
this time around.
Also
I'd like you two to give
known
the professor a hand
as
with his project.
Tandro.
Got something to do with Marduk, if I recall correctly.
And Arthur.
Ugh,
I think the
that
Arthur
prof?
was easy.
Well, I guess I do owe him a favor, so...
Oh, yeah, Arrows,
As long as he's cool with me working remotely.
And Byleth.
Much appreciated. Even though this isn't a front-end center job, it's
No,
still
that's a
very
Tandro voice he's
important.
using, actually.
After all, it's part of her final plan. The long-awaited third phase, the Eternal Recurrence Plan.
Oh, great. What is the Grandmaster planning now? Well, Peter Way, intro. If the dazzling world we live in returns to zero and us with it, all chaos, the sun, everything, all for your sake. So until the final day comes to pass, let's live the lives that we're always wanted, fun and free. Oh. Even if I could turn back time, go back to days I long left behind, to find myself back at your side. Across 1,000 miles, I make the same choice every time. And so I won't run with no fear. I'll face myself. Here comes the beat drop. I can hear your voice calling heavenward. Crossing the vast distance through endless paces, echoing to the farthest reaches, even beyond the heavens. If the last you learn of freedom, then you can go live life free of regrets, but still I hear you call to the white world where I am. I'm shocked I was able to keep up with that. That is a cover I want to do, actually. I am actually proud of myself for that one. Especially, like, second try. I did see it on the actual NIS account. That was one, like, second attempt there. Shocked I was able to keep up. For the most part. There's one part where I was able to. Did I press button? Or is it just taking that long to load? I think it's just taking that long to load. Please don't say it crashed. Oh, there we go. Oh, duh, just press the skip button, duh. Forgot about that. 5,000 mirror has been placed into your account as reward for completing the taking of Valhalla sector by storm. Force big request. Yep, that's the main
Those are
request.
impressive results.
That's pretty good, I guess.
SP and rank. There are no choices there, so for the best we can get. What are the rewards this time around? Yeah, okay. She gets some HP, SP, all stats basically. Yes, I know what Nitoem is. It's basically most important member for that chapter. Ouroboros channel. What is this? A short time prior. I'll turn the speed up.
This is the comms and observation satellite. Connection with the simulated manned flight frame. Cockpit temperature, 68 degrees. Airtight shield. Return mission will begin after designated 24-hour observational period.
Okay.
Sup,
Oh,
chat?
it's this girl.
It's Ouroboros, Myroboros, Ouroboros. That launch, though, literally out of this world. And the fact I got it on stream, so godlike.
Okay, apparently this Ouroboros member is the Valley Girl.
Wait, hold up. This viewer count's popping off! That tracks, though. This is some real historical-ish. Anyone
Yeah,
who
the
missed it,
tone
in
is
for some
definitely
primo
Valley Girl-esque.
FOMO. Can humanity really touch the stars? I'll be keeping major tabs, so stay tuned for those deets, Aura Bros. Anyways, that's all for today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I am sorry, but why the... What the hell? This is a freaking... Okay. It says... Oh, I love that little touch. It says band right there. Okay. I like that. Okay.
The Legend of Heroes. Trails Beyond the Horizon.
Oh, that evolves for
Available
demo.
now.
Okay, I guess I made the demo really short. Well then, no. I guess I will see you guys tomorrow, and I do have a plan C. Luckily, didn't want to use it, but I guess I have to.